You can now see 10 seconds into the future. How do you use this ability? Casino, blackjack and roulette. I'm not sure how much it would help on roulette, though. I guess it depends on how long the wheel keeps spinning after they stop taking bets. But it would do wonders in blackjack. Betting people at a bar on sports on TV like $75 says he misses a shot. Lottery won't work, terminals close an hour in advance. Horse betting windows close several minutes in advance. I think the only way to make $sign is live bets. Use it to script a movie with Nicolas Cage. Become the boss of the Italian mob and grant others stand abilities similar to my own. Well, I guess I never flinch again. I start acting like Sherlock Holmes and people start to wonder if I am psychic. Stand in front of a girl and see how me asking her out turns out. I'll use it to see my future self get tortured by a goth homosexual stripper from Italy. Become the world's greatest street fighter. Any work I put into my reaction time and physical strength will only help me use my visions to win the fight. I would always say the things the people around me wanted to say, to confuse them. Do we get to alter the future that we're seeing? Otherwise this power is useless. I'll use it to get the arrow. Epitaphu. Become a mafia boss and sell drugs in Italy. Become a god at Smash Brothers. Like all guys, I'd use it to see who I could pick up in a bar. Avoid stubbing my toe. To see if I can actually get out at a stoplight. Take my jacket off and put it in the back of the car before the light changes back to green. Flirt with every attractive girl and find a way to use this foresight to my advantage. Go on as many quiz shows as possible and get all the answers right to get rich. Vegas. Here I come. Run a mafia in Italy and dye my hair pink. Entering those quiz apps for money or just entering quizzes I wouldn't get one wrong. If I can see 10 seconds in the future each question. Or a backup option would be games, it'd be hard to lose knowing when someone is gonna run into a room. I use it to become a doppio-kini. Like Diavolo but without the whole drugs and mafia stuff. Rock paper scissors champion. I would try to murder anyone who knew my identity. Especially those brats who are protecting my daughter. Of course I would also have the ability to jump ahead in time as well. Probably for playing lol. Duraruru boss who come pick me up and scared I'm vomiting razor blades and scissor shits wild. Use it continuously. I see that in 10 secs I will look further and do this for 2 hours to get the lottery numbers and bet on them. I beat up a rubber man. Become the best goalkeeper in the world. I look 10 seconds in the future, which shows me 10 seconds into that future, etc. I can see the entire future now in 10-second intervals. I can see my death and my entire life, all the lottery numbers, all my lovers, friends, health choices, everything. If my 10-second vision doesn't include the sense where I see 10 seconds in the future, or it doesn't work while unconscious and sleeping, I commission a HUD which I can rapidly use to convey information down the chain and commit myself to wearing it at all times so that my future self will have the HUD on. Then I can gain information as far into the future as I'm willing or able to relay back to myself. Generally, this means I can get information about everything I do before I next go to sleep. The next step would be to learn how to always lucid dream / have out of body experiences when sleeping, so that I can practically always be conscious. Then learn how to have a HUD up in my lucid dream, so I can relay information down the chain. Should technology progress to where I can have a brain implant that allows me to see something even when I'm sleeping, the lucid dreaming thing isn't necessary. Either way, I'm surrounded by a sense of calm and inevitability after working through the kinks, like trying to reply to what someone's going to say, or dodging something from the future, etc. I will try to get the truth. King Crimson. I would probably start by fighting a guy who can control light by attracting the attention of a miniature aeroplane, which will shoot him, but not me, because I erased half a second of time. I would then talk to myself on the frog and probably stab some 20-year-old goth. Following that, I suppose I would pose as my daughter before menacingly approaching a cripple. Finally I would get put into a dying body and then proceed to die. Something like that I think. Become a stock trader. Ipatifu! Exclamation mark. This would be amazing for any kind of reactionary sport like boxing. Use it to avoid getting stuck talking to the most annoying customers. About to turn a corner. Oh shit, if I go there the crazy cat food lady is gonna grab me and talk my ear off so. I would probably get kicked out of casinos when playing blackjack. Just make sure I sit to the right of the dealer. Keep looking to see when the Pokemon will be shiny that I'm resetting for. Is that a JoJo reference? Burn the entire Atium supply so Ruin can't get to it. King Crimson. I skipped time and leapt past it. Oh man. A million ways, see every mistake you make before you make it. Then change course. Fragile items you dropped would remain undropped. Ketchup you'd spill on somebody would never be spilled. Rooms you walked into only to see someone you never wanted to see again would not be walked into. On and on. Not to mention traffic accidents. Playing blackjack. Though you'd probably get the shit beat out of you for it. This ability is pretty much useless. If y'all have seen the future, you cannot do anything to change it. Y'all only know about what happens a little while before it actually happens. Like King Crimson. It is completely awful. I would always assume super extravagant poses and say your next line is, yes, I would use my powers for a real life JoJo reference. I will use it to see if I can win a fight with a blonde Italian teenager. Erase a period of that time and make me invincible and become the Mafia boss with my split personality. I don't acknowledge this and move on with my life. I would use my power to kill some Mafia boys who dress up like male strippers or Swiss cheese, only to be killed by a hitman team who wanted to find out my identity. I see unlimited possibilities with this ability. It would be useful in casinos and such thaters for sure. But it would be very useful for social scenarios as well. Like say you're texting your crush for an example. You can try a pickup line and see how she would react without even sending the text in the first place. Thinking about it now, this would make you a god on Tinder Mayo. This would also be a massive advantage in sports because y'all'd already know what the next play would be and whether it was successful or not. Say you're a goalie in soccer and the opposing team has a penalty kick. You would know exactly where to dive when the actual kick happens. You would probably be the best goalie on the planet if you had this ability, no doubt. And let us not forget about all the people you would amaze by being able to predict these little things. You could get onto a Got Talent show and easily become famous. TLDR, lots of benefits. Could become rich or famous in lots of ways. Constantly do Joseph Joestar's area next line is. Apparently I use it calculating how I'll use it. I can already see major events from 7 days to 30 seconds in the future before it actually happens. I do have ESP and I know none of you will believe me. Don't care. But hey, it is what it is. My powers only work with me or someone that I'm very close to. I predicted my father's passing as well as my daughter's unfortunate incident. I detected my own car accident in which I think I was supposed to die. But I remember mentally hearing a question in my head if I would trade my life for my daughter, and my immediate answer was yes. Anyways, how I use this ability, I just let people know that it involves to be careful or to stop doing what they are about to do. I'd become the best /r/Wall Street Bets one day options YALO with the power to instantly lose or multiply all of my money. This ability that was gifted to me, this power, and this intense feeling. I will use this ability to get to my greatest high. No one will ever be able to stop me. Fate has chosen me as the one to stand on top. No one will ever stop my everlasting climax. I will become Joseph Joestar. I'll just tell everyone your next line will be and make everyone gasp. Which porn video I'll use. Make millions of dollars day trading. Casinos. I use it to save someone from an injury or death caused by something mundane, like being run over after not looking before crossing the road, or falling down the stairs because you tripped over something. Deleted. I post gilded Reddit comments. When I wanna ask my boyfriend annoying questions, he'll know if it's worth asking. Could stop a fight. or start a really important conversation I wouldn't have usually had. I'd use it to gauge people's reactions to things I say. If they react badly, I do not say that thing. Unless it's my mom, who will be pissed off no matter what I say. Day trading. I imagine it would be useful for bank robbing and race car driving. Skip buffering. Pull out. To see if what I said made the person I'm talking to feel angry, sad, confused, etc. I could also use it to see if my move was stupid. It would also make me an absolute god at games, Smash Brothers, to see if a move could combo into something else as it happens. Basically a Tars in real life. At a rest stop. I know what you are going to ask me. The answer is, or, at a rehe. What is your name? No. Let me guess. Is it? Question mark?